Hello and welcome to Monday! Starting today off in front of mouse computer because it's crashing. And I know what you're saying, and no, it's not the computer's fault actually. This iMac is fine. We've been using it for the past few days and everything has been okay with it, which is good. The thing that changed is that I just put in the third-party RAM, because up to this point I didn't want to alter anything. I didn't want to install any other applications, I didn't want to affect the hardware in any way, and it's run perfectly. When I put the third-party RAM in, however, we did that last night, it crashed. And it's not the problem that the first one had, because when we had the first one, I had the RAM in there, but when it crashed, I took the RAM out, and it still crashed with just the Apple RAM. I even switched them so it was just third-party RAM, and it was crashing. So the first iMac that we had some other issue. The second iMac, completely different issue because the display wouldn't come on. So this third iMac is actually fine. There is, however, a problem with the memory. And the thing that sucks is that there's no way we could have known that up to this point, because the two iMacs that we've had up to this point have been defective. It just sucks because I got this RAM through OWC, which is supposed to be a good reputable company, but also they have like a lifetime warranty thing, but you have to pay shipping unless it's in like the first 30 days. And I know I'm getting close to that first 30 days, but I haven't been able to actually test the stupid RAM up to this point because the first two computers are defective. So anyway, now I'm going through and I'm trying to get this working. And it's not the most scientific thing, but because MemTest has come back fine, both on the first iMac and this third iMac, it says that the memory's fine, so I'm trying to do a slightly less scientific test. I found that whenever all of the RAM is installed, the 2 sticks of Apple RAM and the 2 sticks of third-party RAM, it crashes while trying to do a Time Machine backup. So now I'm doing Time Machine backups, and I'm just seeing if it crashes that way, because it consistently crashes when I'm doing the Time Machine backup. So I'm trying it with the default configuration of 4. I tried it with just the Apple RAM. Apple RAM's fine, so I don't have to worry about that. And now I'm trying it with to see if maybe it's just one particular stick of the RAM that's bad. I hope I learned something, because I feel bad that Mal has had such an issue with this computer. We definitely want more than 8 gigs. I bought the additional 16 to ultimately replace it, but then I was like, oh, there's no reason to replace it, I'll just add it, so it'll be 24. So we want to run with 24 gigs of RAM, but in order to do that, we need it to, work. Sometime later, things are working. Things are working. It was a bad stick. That's what it came down to. That stick down there, bad. Bad stick. How dare you infect the computer with your evil badness. The Apple sticks are fine. One of the third-party sticks is fine. But when that stick is in the computer in any of the configurations in any way whatsoever, that's when the crashing occurs. Take that stick out, everything's fine. So 2 4-gig Apple sticks and 1 8-gig OWC stick are in there right now, and it's fine. It's backed up over 400 gigs. Normally it would only make it to like 30 to 50 before it would crash, and I'd say it's probably not going to crash. So I need to contact the company and get a replacement, and then everything should be fine, hopefully. Also, I did test the slot itself by putting some of the good RAM into that slot, and everything was fine also. So it's not the slot on the computer, it's just the stick. I'll get that all figured out later. For now, I'm going over to my parents' house. My mom's off work today, and I desperately need a haircut, as you guys probably have noticed for a while. So without further ado, let's have a much needed haircut haiku.
If hair falls in a forest and no one's around, does it make a sound?
And my hair is finally short again, and it's wonderful because it was getting to be a little too much. Also, some stuff I ordered arrived, which is really fantastic. One of those is keyboard shaped, because it's a keyboard. Up to this point, every time I've used the Windows computer, I've had to steal Mal's keyboard for her Hackintosh, which has been a big pain. And actually, I've screwed up a lot because it's the exact same keyboard I use for my computer. And when you have 2 keyboards that are identical next to each other, there's been so many times I've started to type on one and I meant to type on the other because I just got them confused. So I ordered a Amazon Basics keyboard, and it's black. I needed something the opposite color because my keyboard's white and that keyboard is black, so then I I'll just be able to look down and say, I'm typing on the black keyboard. This is Windows. Then I'll know the difference. But yeah, now I got my haircut. Things are wonderful. Thank you for the haircut, by the way.
You're welcome.
Because I desperately needed one. Now I'm going to go back to the house and see if I can get this situation with the RAM company all figured out. So I just got off the phone with Otherworld Computing, and that was quick and easy, and wow, great customer service, great company. It worked out really well. Basically, I just told them, hey, you know, one of the RAM sticks is bad. I told them what I had already done, that I had run mem tests. I also told them I'm on my third iMac, and they're like, wow, that is crazy. We are so sorry that you've had to deal with. I mean, that's not even their problem, but they apologized for it, and yeah, they said that they would give me a shipping label, so I have a shipping label that I can mail out the RAM. They said that if I want, I can just mail out both and then just get a fresh set. But I don't know if I really want to do that, because one of them is definitely working, from what I can tell. Like, everything seems fine with the one. So now I'm like, well, crap, do I send out both and just get a fresh set, or should I keep the one that's working in the event that one of the next set doesn't work or something like that? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do, but she was nice. She said, you can do whatever you'd like. She said, you know, if you want to send back just one, you can send back one. If you want to send back both, you can send back both. Whatever we receive, we'll send you a new one. And she took down all the notes for the operating system and stuff to figure out why things weren't working, you know, so maybe they can address it on their end. So yeah, cool. I'm satisfied with that. So now I'll just send back one or both. I might just give it an evening, because I'm not going to be mailing this out today, and decide, you know, if I want to mail out one or both. I mean, who knows? Maybe this evening it would crash again, and we'll be like, oh, okay, something's wrong. So we'll find out. Okay, I'm happy. And finally, to wrap up the very productive day, we are having dinner, and Mao has made something completely new. What is it called?
How did we look up the pronunciation?
It's Szechuan.
Okay, well, it's that shrimp.
Szechuan shrimp. And what does Szechuan mean?
Actually, I don't know.
You don't actually know. Okay.
No, but it's slightly spicy, and I mixed it all together instead of making it pretty. So I hope that's okay.
It's okay. It's some sort of Asian dish, has Asian flavoring. What sauce, like, stuff
Soy,
is in it?
ginger,
Soy?
honey.
It's good. I like Asian flavors.
It's a little hot. Not even cut down on the spice.
I like that. Yeah, it's different. But it's good to do different things from time to time. Do you have a recipe for that?
Uh-huh.
Szechuan shrimp. Down
Double
below.
the sauce.
Huh?
Double the sauce.
Double the sauce. It's based on what Mal says. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? It does have an interesting flavor.